Hello. Welcome back to another pen talk. Thank you very much for joining me as I explore the amazing, incredible wide world of pens. And the squid's enjoying holding up this Mayfair Nodlor, I'm pronouncing it badly, but pen. I love this pen. Those of you that saw my Empire pen show video may recognize it. As soon as I saw this pen on Ben's table, I said, wow, I really like it. It's really nice. I walked around a little bit just to make certain that it was still something that I wanted, because there were a lot of things to draw your attention and help you part with some of your hard-earned money. But came back to Mayfair and bought the pen. And I'm very, very happy. It's been almost a week now. It writes great. Also, hopefully, we'll have an interview with Ben and he can let you know how he comes up with his designs and how much he enjoys making pens for you.
So I'm Ben. Mayfair Pens is my username on Instagram, which is where I got started. I think that's where many makers got started. It's just the easiest way to, do the visual opportunity to show off your work. I got started in 2021, so I've been doing this about close to 5 years now, I guess, a little under. When I first started, I started on a wood lathe. Actually, I still work on a wood lathe. I'm a little bit unique in that. I think the only other thing that I didn't say is you referenced it at the very beginning. I have an email list that's probably the best way to stay up to date on when the drops and information are happening. Just because Instagram sometimes can change and do whatever they want with whether you see the content or not. And the email list guarantees that we can keep talking to each other when we want to.
Yeah. So I really appreciate you spending some time with us.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Thanks, Chris.
So with that, we're going to dive in. Hold on. It's going to be a fun one. So when I first picked up this pen, the first thing that really impressed me was the finish. It's not a glossy finish. It's kind of matte, but it just feels great in the hand. I love the way it feels. And to me, a pen has to feel good in your hand. That may mean something different to each of us, but to me, this one really felt great. I love the look of the pen, the design of the pen. That resin is excellent. The way the sections of a darker material, which really complements and accents the other colors in this amazing resin. So there's a couple unique features about this pen. The cap comes off in a normal way, and it takes, I'll count the turns and let you know. But the pen, again, just feels great. Fits nicely in the hand. And the way it's designed, this cap does not post, not designed to post. Ben does make a pen with threads here at the end that you could post a cap, but this model is not that model. That section is almost perfect for me. It's a pretty severe hourglass shape, so you know exactly where your fingers are on the section. And if you go down too far, you can feel that edge, and that's for you people that want to hold your pens close to the end of the nib. This is probably not a pen for you, but that's, to me, is the perfect distance for that number 6 nib, and I like it. Now, to fill it, normally you would turn the barrel counterclockwise to unscrew it, but this has a reverse thread, so you turn it clockwise. And that's so when you uncap it, you don't accidentally unscrew the barrel. And these threads are all great. They feel excellent. They are smooth. And we'll see a smidge converter. And yes, I do have some nice glittery ink in there, which has been working fine in that broad Yovo nib. So I think the pen is really nice, that you don't even feel that with your fingers. The transitions are great. The way that he's machined this is excellent. I'm sorry, I really do like this pen. Do you? We have some afternoon sun, which, as you know, is a great light. Nice crisp autumn day here in New Jersey. So hopefully the sun is bringing out all the nuances of this excellent resin. Like I say, it's hard to have a pen as unique as this one, finding it at a pen show and being able to show it to you. And this cap comes off easily. I did put some silicone grease on these threads, and these threads I didn't because you want these to stay. And that section just works well. Again, I want the sunlight to bring out some of this resin for your viewing enjoyment. See, many of you like comparison videos, so here's one. The Mayfair Nodlor Pilot Metropolitan, which is definitely a small pen. The Lamy Safari, which is actually shorter than the Nodlor. And of course, for snorts and giggles, the Genline 930 with the number 9 nib, which is definitely a gigantic pen, but it's not that much longer than the Nodlor. So it's definitely, I would say, on the large medium size of pens. So I've kind of just broken the Mayfair down into its basic components. The pen can be eyedroppered as well as use a converter or a cartridge, international standard. This is just a nice piece of machined acrylic. You got your section. Got your nice small cap, which is by design. And here's the nib that came with the pen, a Jowo number 6. I got it with a broad tip material. Nice as a B on it. And just your classic, looks to be Schmidt converter, but not branded as such. I think we need to bring in the investigated LED light. So now we have a really dark room because it's nighttime here. And we'll bring in the LED to bring out some of the nice characteristics of this resin. I really think it's excellent. And with the thousands of turned acrylic pens I have, it's so much fun to get one that's different than any of the other ones that I have. And the light ivory areas are somewhat translucent, which I think lends to the look of this pen because of that. Again, the barrel has that same resin. As we try to get the camera to focus, there we go. Yes, with the low light, it needs light to focus. I just love it. So, if you didn't know anything and you just picked up this pen and wrote with it, you'd feel that section might be ebonite because of the way that Ben's finished it. And it's also translucent. Beautiful. Well, you know my ink choices. I thought this would be a great ink to go in to the Mayfair Nodlor. It has some nice purple glitter to it, and I think it'll pick up some of the nuances in that resin. Here it is on a paper towel. I like the color, and it appears to be green glitter, but let's see what it looks like when it comes out of a nib. So those of you that watch my channel know that I like my broad nibs. And this Jowo broad nib is as good as they come. Consistent ink flow. And this is a glittery ink, so that may or may not be the easiest thing to do, but it handles it well. It's not overly wet, but it lays down a really, really nice line. And as we'll keep saying over and over again, it's a joy to write with this pen on many, many levels, and the nib is just one of those levels. The way it feels in the hand, that way the nib feels and glides across the paper. It's all great. Really, really nice. A great pen to add to my collection. One of the downsides to this pen is it will roll. There's nothing to stop the rolling. You might want to add your own roll stop to it. That's something that we can all do to pens like this if that's what we need. The other thing is that, it doesn't post, so some people say if a pen doesn't post, not a pen for me, but then expand your horizons and try something new and try to learn that this pen has so many positive features to it. Not posting does not detract at all. Ben named his pens after characters in a well-known fantasy that's been around for a long time, and there's been a lot of good movies about it. His website's kind of well done, but Ben really looks for a discussion with a buyer. You can ping him. I saw videos where people have had particular resins made into pens, so that's something that he can do, make your bespoke pen, as they say. But meanwhile, I hope this video found everyone safe, healthy, and happy, enjoying your pens, your inks, your papers, spilling some ink on the paper, a controlled spill, we must say. So thank you all for watching. We will say bye. Some pens to review. Look forward to that.